The following program contains scenes and language of a frank and explicit nature. Viewer discretion is advised.
This is The Loudness, where our random, rowdy, and raunchy band of misfits create top 10 lists of life's most insane shit. Be scared. Nothing is off limits. So congratulations.
You just made the list!
I'm the music guy Blaine, and this is another edition of The Loud List. I believe this is, you know what, let's get it right. This is going to be list number 16. Hard to believe it's already been 4 months of doing this show. I think this is the most consistent I've ever been with a podcast. So we're back with another episode. You know what we do? Top 10 lists or 20 lists if you listened to last week, because I was by myself, so I did double duty of the top 20 acoustic songs that I love.
I was going to say, I'm like, if you're by yourself, you can always grab me, but not for acoustic songs. I do not like acoustic songs.
I kind of wanted to do the acoustic one by myself because I knew the list was longer. I've got a list of 10 that are really special, but I have a list of like the other 10 that are sort of standards. So I just kind of did the 20 list, and it was a shorter show. It was only like 28 minutes or so. So we just called it. But back again once is the incredible Mr. Jeremy Bryant. And you know him. He's going to tell you everywhere he is. If you don't know who he is, probably going to tell you that too. How are you? Fine, sir.
I get Facebook friend requests daily, so I mean, I'm pretty sure people know where to find me. But I'll follow them in at the end of the show where they can find me anyway, in case they don't know. But I'm doing great. You made me relive a lot of memories for this list today, so I'm down to talk about this.
Yeah, when I suggested it, I wanted to do it because it was kind of last minute that we planned this one. I wanted to do just something that wouldn't be like really taxing to like try to put together. You know, I didn't want to do the conspiracy theory one and like 24 hours notice.
I mean, I could have, but I know
you could, but I would never be able to put a good list together.
So for this one, 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, I could do that flat and come up with that list.
Yeah, that's like I said, it's not something I enjoy reading about conspiracy theories, but I don't like do it extensively enough to, you know, I know the standard ones, but I like ones that are kind of far-fetched and goofy and dumb.
I'll have a few of those when we get to that episode.
Yeah, that's the majority of my list is going to be, you know, the Kennedy one. Everybody knows that one. Everybody knows the 9/11 one. Everyone knows, you know, Area 51. Those are low-hanging fruit. Like I want the silly, dumb, kind of goofy ones that, you know, are sort of amusing, but sort of like, how the fuck does anybody actually believe this shit type of conspiracy theory?
The music god wants the ones that are so hard to get that you might break your neck trying to grab that fruit.
No, I mean, some of them are ones everybody knows. They're just the Marilyn Manson one, for example.
That's not even a conspiracy theory. That's just a stupid rumor that the internet started.
Well, but again, it kind of is a conspiracy theory because it started as a rumor and then it blew up, and you know, a ton of people believed it. And
I mean, he actually addressed that in his autobiography, he wrote. But
I know, and that's what I say. I like the ones that, you know, are supposed to be a joke, but then they take on a life of their own into this sort of, you know, people repeat it so many times, and you're like,
it becomes a game of telephone. It becomes a game of telephone, and more and more stuff gets added to it.
Right. So for this one, we decided we're going to do the top 10 movies that you never get sick of watching. Or you can say top 10 favorite rewatchable movies, however you want to term it. But for me personally, we're going to call it the top 10 movies you never get sick of seeing. So these are the movies, probably not the greatest movies of all time, just those movies
mine might be
affinity for, you know, rewatch.
Some of mine could be called the greatest movies of all time, I think. But
yeah, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. I have two on my list that might be considered among, you know, the greatest, but I wouldn't call them the greatest. So with that said, we will start with your honorable mentions.
Oh boy. Okay, well, I just want to put a disclaimer out there for everybody listening. I want to avoid major series. Well, most major series. I avoided Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, Marvel, DC. I avoid all these because I feel like they're in their category all their own when they're all rewatchable, especially the MCU. Yeah. And I just didn't want to put them on my list because it just seemed like too low-hanging fruit as CJ said earlier, too low hanging fruit. So I avoid those. But my honorable mentions are this one. This one I actually didn't think of for a while. Then I added it later. But Catch Me If You Can is my first honorable mention because I love that movie.
Yeah,
Tom
that is a
Hanks.
fun movie.
Tom Hanks is one of my favorite actors, and Leonardo DiCaprio is pretty much always amazing in anything he's in. Titanic, but he's pretty much amazing in anything he's in. So Catch Me If You Can is a fun movie. It's completely rewatchable. I think I have it on DVD still, for God's sake.
Yeah,
I can't say I've watched the DVD in like 15 years, but I have it.
I've seen it a couple of times. I wouldn't call it like my most rewatchable, but it's one I would watch if somebody put it on. So
Well, there's a second disclaimer I should add. I haven't actually lived in a place where I watch cable TV on the regular in a good God. It's got to be 15 years. So I don't rewatch any movie nowadays. I have too many movies I have to watch for podcasts, so I don't watch any movies. I don't rewatch anything. But a lot of these are based off of when I rewatched movies on the regular when they were on HBO, on Cinemax, on any of the cable channels. So anytime it was on, I would sit there and watch it if I had nothing else to do. Next time I'll mention is Forrest Gump because I didn't want to put it in my top 10 because it's not really like one of those, but it's still an amazing movie and it's rewatchable. I could rewatch Forrest Gump, and you can rewatch that movie as many times as you want, and you'll catch different things every time you watch it. There's so many little details in that movie that you don't catch unless you're really watching it like scene by scene.
I wish they would have done the sequel they had planned for it because there's a second book, and the second one is actually even funnier than the first.
Was the second one about him like being a father, or?
Yeah. So in the second one, the boy is approximately 10. I think it's between the ages of 10 and 12, and all kinds of crazy adventures. Them owning a pig farm, which leads to something happening in the pig farm blowing up because of the methane and all of that, and blowing pig shit like completely all over the town. There's all kinds of like really audacious, funny like stuff in the second book.
I mean, honestly, they should
made for great.
They still could redo it. Make it Colin Hanks instead of Tom Hanks. That's all.
Yeah, like I said. So the second one actually happened after the first one. So it'd have to be Tom, and they would probably have to get somebody to play the boy who.
I think Tom's too old for it nowadays. Get Colin to play because Colin looks like his father, basically. So he can pull it off.
I don't know. I mean, it's just I didn't realize there was a second book.
I didn't know it was a book. I didn't know it was a book even. I just thought it was like a
so it was a book. And then I seen the second one, so I thought, the movie was really funny, so I'll read it. And I read the book, and I found myself just really, really laughing. And I was like, this would make a great movie. Like, obviously, you're going to have to. It wasn't a super long one. I think the book was about 200 pages. So, not a novel, but, there were some situations in the second one that were a little bit more adult and whatnot and risque. And I mean, it would have made for a really great, funny story. Some of the stories, so,
well,
but anyways, first,
my next honorable mention, and I wanted to put this one in my top 10. I really freaking did, but it just didn't make the list. And that's The Producers, the 2005 version with Nathan Lane and Matthew Broderick. That is one of the I'm a musical lover, so I love a good musical. And Will Ferrell. And Nathan Lane's a freaking American god. Like, he's freaking incredible. But
they just did that American Modern. That was funny.
Oh, I love that show.
That was so well done, dude.
And I love Nate. I mean, I love him on The Gilded Age too. He's a guest star on that occasionally, and I love him on that show. But the Producers is just a hilarious movie. Will Ferrell's role in it is so freaking funny. It's probably one of my favorite Will Ferrell roles ever because it's just so. Him playing a freaking Nazi who wrote a play is just hilarious, and it's rewatchable. I've watched it so many times when it was first out on the premium channels and then the basic cable channels. I used to watch it so many times over and over again. It's so rewatchable. I haven't seen it in a long time, and I actually was thinking today, like, I really got to sit down and rewatch that. But it's just such
sometimes
a classic.
People playing Nazis is really funny. For example, on the TV series Oz, when Oz was on, Evan Seinfeld played, the leader of the Aryan Brotherhood bikers, which was funny considering he has a Star of David tattoo on his stomach. That, there were scenes where he would literally be like, giving this spiel with J.K. Simmons, because Simmons played the main bad guy, and he'd be standing there, like yelling Nazi shit, and he's standing there shirtless, and there's a Star of David on his stomach, and it's like consistency.
I never watched Oz.
Yeah, it was it was silly because Evan Seinfeld he's one of the singers of the band Biohazard, but he's an actor too, and he played this sort of Aryan Brotherhood biker, but is Jewish and he has a Star of David on his stomach tattooed. So it was funny to see him standing there doing this whole Nazi spiel while they're like sewing his chest and stomach with a Star of David on it. It was kind of like makeup, like
yeah.
All right, the producers. I'm sorry, I'm gonna shut up. I'm keeping.
That's okay. That's all right. Next up, we'll mention, and I watched this for a podcast about a year ago, or maybe longer than that, but it's such a rewatchable movie. I had to put on my honorable mentions. It's not big enough to make my top 10, but Just Friends, probably my favorite Ryan Reynolds movie. It's even more funny to me than Deadpool movies. Like I
don't think I've seen that one.
Ryan Reynolds, Amy Smart, the chick from all the scary movies. I can't think of her name. From Mom. Basically, Ryan Reynolds he was a fat kid in high school, and he goes to Hollywood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He loses all his weight. He comes back home. Like he happens to come back home by accident.
Anna Faris.
Yeah, Anna Faris. That the scary movie. Yeah. Chris. Oh yeah, Chris Pine is in it too. It's a freaking. It was really big in 2005 when it came out. Like it had a lot of stars in it, and it's hilarious. Ryan Reynolds plays such a good role in it, and it's fucking hilarious. Anna Faris is hilarious too. Like it's just a fucking funny movie.
She's funny. I'm gonna have to watch that one because I don't think I've seen it. Like I've seen it per se, but not the movie.
And it gave us the famous song of "Forgiveness is more than saying sorry." Like Anna Faris plays a pop star in it, and she's working on this song the whole movie called Forgiveness, and it's hilarious. The whole movie is so funny. It's such a good movie. You'll laugh your ass off at the whole thing. I know you will.
I probably will. I love Ryan Reynolds, so
it's one of his best movies in my opinion. It really freaking is. I freaking love that movie. And then I only got one more honorable mention, but it's kind of a twofer because I couldn't separate the two, and it's something I watch every Christmas. Home Alone 1 and 2.
Okay.
Because Macaulay Culkin's classic in it, and all the side characters are freaking hilarious too. It's just such a. What the hell are their names? Oh my god, Joe Pesci and Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern are freaking hilarious in it. Like, and then the Sticky Bandits, yeah.
Oh yeah, and then
like I watch both of them every Christmas day. I watch both of them because it's just a tradition. It's the only time of the year I watch them, but it's just such a rewatchable movie.
Yeah,
watching Joe Pesci and Daniel Stern get effed up beyond belief, and watching both of them scream as basically they get tortured by a kid is just so priceless. And plus Tim Curry in the second one is freaking amazing. It's just I had to put them on here. They're such amazing movies. So
I like the third one too. The third one, I know it's a different thing.
There's an actor in that who is huge now, but I can't think of who it is. Like there was an actor in the third one that's huge now. I forget who it is, but
I can't. But anyways,
it's not. The third one's not rewatchable to me. It's not rewatchable. I saw it once or twice.
The third one is funny to me because of the parrot. The parrot has like some scenes that are funny, and like the ending of it where he's hiding in the igloo. He's like, "Polly, what's a cracker?" And he goes, "Houston, we have a problem."
I watched the newest one too. The newest one that Disney Plus did that Buzz has like a cameo in it was decent. I can't say it's rewatchable, but it was decent. It was okay. And you just actually by you saying Parrot, I just added another honorable mention to my list because you said Parrot. I'm like, oh freak, how the hell did I forget these? And I'm gonna add Scary Movie 1 through 4.
Okay.
Because the Parrot in Scary Movie 2, you made me think of that. So
Hollywood's a piece of your mama's sweet ass.
Exactly. Everything about Scary Movie 1 through 4 is freaking incredible. After that, they kind of get stupid and silly. But Scary Movie 1 through 4. Like Anna Faris is incredible in all of them, and the one with Charlie Sheen might be my favorite one because it's just so freaking hilarious. The one that's based off of
So they're making
Ring.
new
I
ones, and the
I
Wayans have
heard.
the rights back. So I think they're going to go back to being really funny because
I can't wait. I can't wait to see. And with all the horror movies that came out in the last like decade, they could freaking hit on. Like, oh my god, it's gonna be
yeah, it's
epic.
still my favorite thing. So what'd you say to him? I told him, bitch, run.
I mean, the War of the Worlds one's pretty funny, and the Charlie Sheen Rings one's pretty funny too. Or yeah, is it? Oh no, Signs. The Charlie Sheen Signs one's pretty funny too. Charlie Sheen like hitting his head on a freaking like frying pan every 5 seconds was like one of the funniest scenes I've ever seen. And it was just funny to see him in one of those because he never would expect it. Like it's out of nowhere. So and Leslie Nielsen in that one too is freaking hilarious. So as the president, it's freaking perfect. So I had to add those in. And I mean, if I really wanted to go, I could add American Pie, all the American Pie movies into it too. But I don't want to keep my honorable mentions going forever. So
All right, my honorable mentions very quickly. The first one is Kingsman: The Secret Service.
good movie. Good
First
movie.
one I loved. Second one was okay. The third one,
Yeah,
not
no. Third
terrible,
one, no.
but not. It kind of got off track.
Oh, you mean
the first one was?
Well, actually, the third one's the origin one, right? Where it's like
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
King's Man.
Yeah.
And I will say the scene with Ross Putin is freaking hilarious. But other than that, it's
Yeah.
kind of like a miss.
I mean, it's not terrible, but it kind of goes off track a little bit, you know.
But the
But
first two are
one really was.
amazing. Yeah.
The first
Yeah,
one
man.
is really like just a great movie, and you know, like it was just the whole idea of it was sort of whatever. Second one I have The Kingsman's 2014. Second one from 1987 I have The Princess Bride.
I'm not getting into it. You know my hatred of that movie, and I'm not getting into it. Right now.
From 1982, Secret of Nim is one. It's one of the few animated movies that I will watch over and over.
I don't like that movie. I don't know why. I can't explain why I don't like that movie.
It's a freaky movie. It's so the first time I seen it, I was probably 6 or 7 years old, and it kind of scared the shit out of me. Like, well, no, I would have been older. 1982, I would have been about 10.
Oh, who plays the freaking little like bat in it? Who the hell's the actor?
I don't even know, but
is it Gilbert Gottfried or I think it's?
You're thinking of Fern Gully. You're thinking of Fern Gully, the
one
the one with the rats.
Oh, I don't think I've ever
Magic
actually watched it. I think I may watch that once in my life, and I don't remember it. So
Secret was kind of a really dark movie. You know, for a Disney movie, it was a very dark, depressing movie.
Well, in the 80s,
kind of scared the shit out of me. Like the fucking rat villain is really kind of.
Oh, yeah, okay. Don DeLuise was the star of it. Yeah. Oh, and the main character's name is Jeremy. I should fucking watch it. But I don't remember that one actually. I don't think if I watched it, I don't really remember it. But you gotta remember, in the 80s, Disney went through like a dark period where they did a lot of dark movies.
Black Cauldron, and they did that one, and then they did. Henson came out with Dark Crystal, and the Dark Crystal was another one that was like, holy shit, that was like really kind of dark and looking. Like some of the characters were like really fucking out there.
I tried watching the Netflix series they did like a couple years ago for that, and I couldn't get into it.
Yeah. So the next one on my list from 2005, it's an incredibly long movie, but I love it because there's so much about this movie that's just fucking incredible. It's the movie Kingdom of Heaven.
Oh, I wasn't a fan, but
yeah, I know it's not going to be for everybody's liking because it is like a 3 hour and 50-minute movie. You know, and it goes through like 3 stages. So it's definitely a task to watch it, but the way it's filmed, the fighting scenes, and the scope, you know, it almost has this Lord of the Rings type of.
I think I watched it once, and I was good.
Yeah, and that's what I said. I know it's not going to be to everyone's liking. I love the movie. Like I love the whole Renaissance, history thing. So.
Yeah, me too. Oh, me too. I mean, that's my era of history that I really relate to. But it's just that movie was just it was too much. I mean, a lot of big actors. I'll give it that. A lot of fucking big actors.
Orlando Bloom and just so many others.
Norton.
Next one on my list is National Lampoon's Van Wilder.
I can agree with that one.
It's my second favorite Ryan Reynolds movie. I laugh hysterically at it every single time. The scene with the dog and the donuts.
No, not donuts.
Cream puff.
Yeah, that's it. I think I've had
Pastry
these
puffs, whatever you want to
before.
call them.
I love that fucking movie.
Yeah.
I think
And
I've had
then-
these before. It's so
then-
warm and creamy.
And then the one where she puts the shit in his like smoothie and he ends up like shitting in the garbage trash can and shit, you know. It's a movie that really only Ryan Reynolds could execute, as
And
proven by the point that the second one was a complete disaster.
I don't agree with that. I think the Indian kid who played Taj,
Yeah,
Cal Penn,
yeah.
I fucking love Cal Penn. So I mean the fact that was like his first real role, like it, and then the second movie was actually really good. Like he did a good job taking Ryan Reynolds' place in the second movie.
Yeah, but it's not nowhere near as funny as
No, it's not. But
Oh.
Ryan Reynolds, I mean, it was an amazing movie. I love both. I love both of them, but the first one was just phenomenal. You mentioned it the other day, so I didn't put it on my list, but I knew you were going to bring it up.
My last two, I'm an honorable mention from 1986, which will be a recurring theme. Short Circuit is
Such a good movie.
So these next two got knocked off my top 10 because I looked at a website of rewatchable movies, and there were two on there that I was like, oh shit, how did I forget those? So Short Circuit from 1986 and from 2000, Gone in 60 Seconds, both got bumped for my top 10.
I don't like Gone 60 Seconds, except for the one line, I could eat peach fuzz for an hour. Like other than that, like I don't like that movie. I do not like car movies. That's the thing. I do not like car movies.
I get that. But anyways, that's my top 10
what was it? What was the first one out of those two you said? I just lost it. God damn it. What was the first one you said out of those two? Yeah, I wouldn't say it's rewatchable in my world, but I've seen it. I watched it again for a bracket not long ago, and it's definitely still holds up. It's still an amazing movie. So that's the one where the robots fix the restaurant and everything, right?
No, that's the one where with Bergen and Fisher Stevens, where they create the military robot and the lightning.
Okay. I think I saw that once and I wasn't a huge fan. What the hell am I thinking of? Oh, I'm thinking of shit. I forget what movie I'm thinking of, but it's not that one. Oh, I'm thinking of the Steven Spielberg movie where the robots fix everything in like the ghetto. I can't think.
Not sure.
Oh,
you're talking about District 9?
No, it's like a family Disney movie almost, where like this old couple runs a diner in the middle of like a ghetto, and like these alien robots end up like fixing up everything and making it like look brand new, and like this developer's trying to knock down the apartment building that their diner's in, and he can't because they go to inspect it and it's brand new again. I forget what the fuck it's called. Oh my god, it's gonna annoy me now.
Yeah, I like it. You know,
I'll figure it out.
I'm alive. No disassemble. You know,
out,
there's so many great quotable lines in Short Circuit, and you know, Ali Sheed is always fun to look at. She was just one of them '80s actresses that has aged so well. So on to the top 10. At number 10, what do you got?
I'm sorry, I was trying to figure out the hell this movie is. I'm thinking of. Oh, I'm thinking of Batteries Not Included.
Oh, okay. That's the old folks' home. Yeah, the one with the old folks' home.
No, it's a diner. It's a diner in the ghetto.
Oh, okay. It's got a bunch of people from the old folks' home.
Yeah, it's a bunch of old people that don't want to leave their area, and like this developer's trying to build up the whole block. Like it's a poverty movie, but it's freaking
right.
That's what I'm thinking of. But my number 10, I had to put this on my list. I tried to only put one Robin Williams movie on my list because I could have put all Robin Williams movies on my list really. But
yeah,
my number 10, my number 10 is the one that I grew up with and the one I watched 1,000 times in my childhood, Mrs. Doubtfire. The movie that introduced me to Dude Looks Like a Lady.
Yeah,
and I mean it's just such a classic. I could replay the whole movie in my head and I still will watch it over and over again. It's such a good movie. It still holds up to this day, even with all this new politics and stuff. It still holds up to this day. It's hilarious.
Yeah, that one and Patch Adams both are rewatchable.
I mean, I could have said The Birdcage. I could have said a lot of Robin Williams movies. Patch Adams was right there too, but it's just
you know what? I just remembered one.
But Mrs. Doubtfire it's a huge childhood memory for me, so I had to put it on the list. It's so rewatchable. It's Pierce Brosnan, freaking Sally Field, and Robin Williams all make it so good. So
yeah. One more from my honorable mention list because you mentioned Joe Pesci, and it just popped into my brain with honors.
I've never seen it.
Oh, Joe Pesci, Brendan Fraser. Joe Pesci plays a bum basically, and he lives in the basement of the Harvard Library. And Brendan Fraser is a college student who he is coming home with his thesis paper, and he trips and the paper blows all over, and it blows down into the basement, and Pesci ends up with a bunch of the pages. So Pesci's character is basically blackmailing him to get like a page at a time by like making him bring him and on things.
I think I've heard of it, but I've never had a chance to actually watch it.
So there's a scene where he goes to class with him one time, and it's a history class, and the professor, he's kind of a dickhead, and he's making fun of Joe Pesci, and he goes, "Well, what do you know? You're a bum." He goes, "Yes, but I'm a Harvard bum." And he has such great lines in it. So he gives this whole spiel, and the professor, as Joe Pesci's character is leaving, he goes, "In Harvard, we don't end our sentences with prepositions." And he goes, "Well, great." He goes, "Which way is the door, asshole?"
All right. Well, I love Brendan Fraser, so I just added it to my watch list on Letterboxd.
Yeah, it's an amazing movie.
I'll watch it at some point. I'll definitely watch it at some point.
It's funny, but it'll still make you cry at the end.
Oh yeah.
So, all right, number 10, and Mrs. Doubtfire. Number 10 for me, 1988, Coming to America. Second one is funny, but the first one is just.
You might get pissed at this, but I just watched it for the first time like a year ago.
That's cool. I mean, it's one of the movies that it never gets old. Like, there's so much going on in it that no matter how many times you watch it, the characters are just funny.
The royal penis has been cleaned, sir.
Yeah. Hey, look,
it's James Earl fucking Jones. I get.
I'm saying it's got John Amos and James Earl Jones and
Arsenio Hall, for God's sake. I love Arsenio Hall.
There's, like I said, there's so much in it that is just.
It's a great movie. It really is. I kind of was so pissed when Dre from Masturbators got me to watch it finally. I was so pissed I waited so long to watch it.
It happens. I mean, there's movies that I just saw for the first time recently, and it's kind of like, God, it took me so long to watch that. Number 9. What do you got at number 9?
Well, I already had one Tom Hanks movie in my honorable mentions, but this one is a childhood one that I rewatched constantly as a kid. It was actually before my time, but I rewatched it constantly as a kid. I had to throw Big in there because what kid doesn't dream of being an adult? What kid doesn't dream of being an adult even for a day or two? And that movie brings it to reality. And I mean, it's just such a heartwarming, good movie, and it's hilarious in certain parts, but it's more of a heartwarming, good movie. Like, it just, I mean, and watching Tom Hanks play a kid in an adult's body is just freaking so good, so funny.
Yeah. Number 9 for me is a movie that has one of the greatest comedy casts, and it was a cast basically most of them before they kind of got more famous. A lot of them were still kind of in the beginning stages of their career. It has completely great lines like, "About my wiener."
I know that movie. That movie.
From 2006, it's the movie Accepted.
That movie came out at the end of my senior year of high school before I went to college. So it was perfect timing. Fucking
Hill, Justin Long,
Louis Black.
I mean, it's just the cast of people in that movie, even in small cameo roles are.
It's definitely rewatchable. It definitely did not make my top 10 for any freaking thing in the world, but it was a period of time where Justin Long was in a lot of good movies.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's one of the movies I watch it probably more than I should. I've probably seen it 6 or 7 times.
Oh, I had it on DVD. I'm pretty sure. I think I watched it like 50 times. Like when I was in college, we used to watch it all the time.
And actually, 6 or 7 times over the past couple weeks.
Oh, I mean, I was gonna say, like, you say it's the beginning of their careers. I kind of think that was like the end of Justin Long's career, like that period of time.
Yeah, Justin. Yeah, it was kind of the middle to end of his, but it was sort of the beginning of Jonas. It was sort of the beginning of the One Kids. Lewis, Lewis has always been
it's his revival kind of in a way. Lewis
Yeah,
Black
like
kind of came
Lewis has
back
always
because of that
been
movie.
sort of weird about the movies he does. Uh, you know,
It
I
was a
don't
good
think you
movie.
could pay him to be in an award-winning film. Lewis is always going to do the goofy movies like that, So
It was a great movie though. It really was a great movie, and
yeah.
I've seen it more times than I probably should admit to. But
Number 8. What do you got at number 8?
this is a movie from the '70s that kind of has caught in shit, and people say it's not culturally sound anymore. But I really don't give a fuck. It's a movie I watched a shitload of times in high school. Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, nice.
I
I for-
love
How did I
Revenge
miss
of the
that one?
Nerds.
I missed that one. Yeah, I would have probably had that in my list too if I would have thought about
So,
it.
and
Didn't think
you
about
want
it.
to talk you want to talk about actors before they became famous. That's a lot of actors before they became famous.
Yeah,
I mean, Curtis Armstrong before he got like a recurring role on American Dad and everything, and
Robert
before
Carey.
the one guy from wasn't the guy who played Hannibal in that too? Like the guy original Hannibal Lecter, wasn't he in that too as like a young kid?
I'm not sure. I know what's his face played Olger before he was in Bloodsport. It had a bunch of people that went on to do bigger stuff. So
I mean, yeah, I'm sorry, I said '70s. It's a 1984 film, but
yeah, Ted McGinley. It was before he, it led
got
to him.
huge. Yeah.
It led to him being on Married with Children.
Yeah,
It
did. And I mean, Robert Carradine, I'm pretty sure became like pretty famous too after that.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards. Yeah, Anthony
Edwards. Yeah.
He got huge, but
yeah.
I
He went on to be on St. Elsewhere.
I watched Revenge of the Nerds in high school for the first or middle school for the first time, somewhere around there, and I fell in love. I was a nerd. I was a fat nerd, so I fell in love with that movie and the final scene when they do the freaking talent show. And I mean the talent show and the whole like competition thing like for the whatever the hell it was called at the end of the movie was classic. I mean I know the penny raid scene like is not kosher anymore with today's culture, but I think that's the stupidest shit ever. I think it's still a classic scene.
Yeah.
And the scene with Lewis and what's his name's girlfriend at the end of it is, I mean, yeah, people say it's SA now. No, it's not. It was just honestly a nerd getting his fucking due. That's what it was.
Yeah, I mean, it was
it delivered one of the best lines in movie history. All jocks think about sports. All nerds think about sex.
Number 8 for me. We're gonna jump genres. One of my favorite martial art films, the movie Ip Man with Donnie Yen. I love all 4 of the Ip Man movies, but the first one, man, it just showcases why Donnie is such a fucking beast of, it showcases why they put him in the second Triple X movie. It showcases why they put him in Blade 2. It showcases why he was in John Wick series, aside from everything else, he's just a beast of a fighter. And he actually is a lot funnier than people think as well.
Wait a minute, you said Keanu Reeves?
No, Donnie Yen.
I honestly
the one who played Kane in the last John Wick movie, the blind guy.
I have never seen one John Wick movie.
Okay,
it's just
it's a movie about the guy who taught Bruce Lee.
I know about Ip Man. I mean my best friend that lived with in New York for years. We were roommates for years before he died. He actually died in the trailer we lived in burnt down after I moved out, and he died in the fire. He was really sick apparently, but he loved the Ip Man series. He used to watch movies all the time, and he loved the Ip Man series. So I never. It's not my genre. It's not my cup of tea. But he always loved it, so I respected him. I respect it because of him. But
in the Ip Man movies, each one they've had like really great people play villains. They had Mike Tyson play one of the villains. They had Scott Adkins play the villain in the last one, and then they had a series of like really legitimate badasses that he ends up having to overcome. So Ip Man is my number 8. Number 7.
See, I grew up with this actor, so I only tried to pick one movie of his to put into my list. And it's a newer movie. Well, it's not really newer anymore even, but it's like you said, it's a kind of a who's who of his crew. My number 7 is Grown Ups. I love Grown Ups. It was, a lot of people will give me shit, like, they're like, oh yeah, you could have picked from your childhood, you picked that one. and it wasn't even childhood. That was college. But
both of them were brilliant.
Both of them were really well done. The second one has a lot of great cameos. I will say that, but the first one is classic. It's so freaking classic.
The scene where he pulls the string and the fucking inflatable thing comes out and sends him flying across the store. I laugh at that every time.
That's the second one, I think. But yeah, I mean the first one, I mean, just these old friends getting together and like ripping on each other the whole movie. When Rob Schneider's like daughters come and like they're all like amazed at how hot the first two are, then they see a third one, they're like, oh, that makes sense. And he's like, shut up, you guys. Like, it's just, and Kevin.
I love anything that has David Spade. David Spade is.
I love David Spade. I mean,
who's totally underrated.
I grew up in his freaking prime era, so yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I love David Spade. I love all five of the main actors in that movie. I mean, Chris Rock is always freaking good. Kevin James, I grew up during his era too, so he's always good.
His new movie is really, really good.
I haven't seen it.
Weird twist in it.
I mean, the whole water park scene. I mean, I love it. I mean, I honestly could have went with a lot of different Adam Sandler movies. I mean, Eight Crazy Nights, Waterboy. Not Waterboy, because I really wasn't a big fan of that movie. But Happy Gilmore, I could have went with easily. I could have went with Mr. Deeds. Like a lot of the movies I grew up with. But Grown Ups it holds a special place in my heart because it's just. And actually, the second one when they're cliff diving, that was actually filmed in Massachusetts. My former employer, it was right by his house. So I mean, I love that movie. It's so many good actors and actresses in that movie.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah, it's sad about the one kid that OD'd that was in it, but it's overall an amazing movie. And it's freaking.
You're talking about Cameron.
Who? Yeah,
Cameron, the one who played his son.
Yeah. He OD'd.
He didn't OD. He died of an asthma attack.
Oh, wow. Okay, I thought it was a drug thing.
No, he died of an asthma attack.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a good movie. I mean, it's just such a funny movie and a great soundtrack. That's the other thing. It's got a great soundtrack of like just easy listening music. Like it's everything about it's just freaking amazing. So, and I mean, it's you feel like it's the movie Adam Sandler was meant to do for so many years, and he finally did it.
It was
and when they're sitting at the dinner table with the kids talking about getting wasted, and the kids are like, "What is wasted?" And he's like, "It's when you eat a lot of ice cream." And all the kids were like, "I want to get wasted. I want to get chocolate wasted."
Yeah,
like, it's just fucking hilarious.
It was Cameron Boyce.
Yeah, Cameron Boyce. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'm almost positive it was a.
You could be right. I could be 100% wrong. Don't get me wrong. I could be so wrong on that. I mean, I'm not saying I know what the hell I'm talking about even with that, but.
Oh, it was
okay. Okay.
Sudden unexpected death in epilepsy. He was found unresponsive at his home on July 6th, and his death was attributed to a seizure resulting from his ongoing battle with epilepsy.
Oh, I mean, it's such a good. I mean, honestly, the soundtrack is what blows me away the most in that movie.
Yeah,
but it's just such a good movie. Like it's so well put together. I mean, Steve Buscemi, because I worked at a restaurant and my brother worked at a restaurant that in New York that Steve Buscemi used to go to all the time because he had a house in Stonebridge, New York, near this restaurant. So we used to see Crazy Eyes in this restaurant all the time, sitting at a table.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just so. Adam Sandler brought his whole crew in to do a movie, and it was fucking amazing.
I love how Adam takes care of his people, man. Like that's one of the.
I do too. Yeah. I mean,
to me, that's the classiest thing about Adam is Adam.
And
it's so loyal to his people.
Have you seen the reel of one of the awards ceremonies this last year where like he showed up in like the fucking like least dressy attire ever? Like
the Lincoln
and
the Lincoln honors. He shows up in basketball shorts and a tank top.
And I think it was Conan called him out on it, and he's like Adam, what are you wearing? And he strips like. You just gotta call me out in front of all my friends.
Like, what? I'm not allowed to be comfortable.
And I mean, I love that he like. I mean, I don't know if it was planned or I don't know if that whole thing was planned or not, but I love the fact that like he before he leaves, like because everybody made fun of like Charlemagne for like the way Adam Sandler would say his name, and then like he actually goes and does it to him, Charlemagne, like, and he just walks out. Like it's just Adam Sandler is just like the most relatable actor in Hollywood.
Adam has. I said this on another podcast. Adam has sort of transcended Hollywood.
He has. He
You know, like
he figured out the formula and he figured out how to do it right.
I mean, he's hit a point where he doesn't need Hollywood. Hollywood needs him. You know, like Adam doesn't have to have hit movies.
Well,
Adam is gonna do what Adam does, and people are gonna
actually,
continue to love his movies.
we might need to do a top 10 Adam Sandler movie list.
I think I did one.
Oh, did you?
Did I?
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I've done.
Yeah, show 7.
Oh,
Yeah, I know why. Yeah, I did it with somebody you don't like, so we won't go into that. But I'm always happy to do another one.
I'm curious. We can talk after. I'm curious who the fuck that was, but
so where are we at? Right here. My number 7, another 1986, one of my favorite Rodney Dangerfield movies. It's Back to School. You know,
Triple Lindy.
Yeah, you know, so many lines in this movie. Here's a couple pencils in case you ever learn how to write.
I watched it for a bracket for the first time like a year and a half, 2 years ago. My dad would have been disappointed in me that I never watched to that point, but I fucking finally watched it, and it was such a classic.
The scene with Sam Kinison in the history class, the scene with the business professor, and he's like, you know, he's explaining, he's like, I don't know if you're aware who runs the garbage racket, but I can assure you it's not the Disney Musketeers. He's like, he gives the whole spiel. He's like, well, where are we gonna put this? And he goes, how about Neverland? You know, and he says,
I mean,
classic Rodney in it. Basically.
Trust me, there's a movie Rodney's in coming on my list eventually.
Probably the other one I waffled about. That's my number 7. Is I love Back to School, and I watch it a lot because it's just
I've seen it once.
I love to.
If I still have cable and rewatch movies, it would be something I would gladly like leave on if it came on. But
you know, it was a movie filmed during Robert Downey Jr.'s
pre-drug era.
Yeah. When he was, you know, really getting fucked up. So, number 6. What do you got at number 6?
For my number 6, number 5, I kind of didn't pick a movie. I kind of picked a series because I had to. They're both series I grew up with, but my number 6 is the Rush Hour series because I love those movies and I couldn't pick just one. All 3 of them are amazing. Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker together are fucking one of the best comedy duos you'll ever freaking see. And all 3 of those movies filled my childhood with laughter. So they're gonna cut off our egg rolls. What do you mean they're gonna cut off our egg rolls? They're gonna cut off our egg rolls. No, I need my egg roll. Like it's just every freaking line they drop in those movies is fucking priceless. The freaking female cop who hates him is hilarious. The captain is hilarious. Like the whole ensemble for those movies is freaking hilarious. The storylines are amazing. I had to put them in there. The Rush Hour series are just classic.
Yeah, I agree. Number
6.
Number 6 for me is, of all the Clint Eastwood movies, this is my favorite just because his character in it is great, and it's sort of an amalgamation of all of his characters rolled into one. And another movie from 1986. Yeah, I got like a shit ton of 1986 movies. It's the movie Heartbreak Ridge.
I don't think I've heard of it. I never have seen it. I'm not a big Eastwood guy. I never have been. Before my time.
The part where he busts into the thing and he's like, my name's Gunnery Sergeant Highway. I've dropped more bear and banged more quiff and pissed more blood and stopped more ass than all of you numbnuts put together. You know, and he just gives this whole spiel. You know, and the one guy's like, we take care of ourselves. And he's like, you couldn't take care of a wet dream. You know, and he gives this whole spiel. It's that scene where he busts in on him. It ranks right up there with the beginning of Full Metal Jacket for the sort of drill sergeant, you know, just being a Marine drill sergeant, basically. You know, so that's my number 6. It's Heartbreak Ridge because I rewatch that a ton and I never get tired of it. And, you know, it reminds me of my uncle. My uncle was a Marine recon sniper in Vietnam, and he's so much like Clint's character in it. Just that rough around the edges military guy who that's all he's ever known. So he has no fucking idea what to do outside of the confines of being a military guy. So, you know, number 5. What do you got at number 5?
Like I said, it's another series, but it's a childhood series I loved and I grew up on. The Austin Powers series. Mike Myers is just comedy gold. It kind of sucks he went away after that and didn't do much besides random cameos and a couple more movies after that weren't that great. But I love the Austin Powers series. All Austin Powers himself, Dr. Evil, Fat Bastard, Mini Me, like all the hot females that were in those movies. Like it's just even Beyonce and Gold. Like I love. If I had to pick one, it would be Goldmember. But like I love those movies. All three of them are freaking phenomenally funny. It's just such a good series. Like they should have kept. They honestly should do a fourth one like they've been teasing for years.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree with that. Number 5 for me, pretty sure it's a movie you hate. I think I've mentioned it, and I think I've heard you mention you hate it. But to me, it's a movie that
If you say Spaceball,
it's a movie that could not be redone today. It just couldn't. It is a Mel Brooks movie. It is not Spaceballs.
Oh.
1974, Blazing Saddles.
No, I fucking love Blazing Saddles.
Okay, so I wasn't sure if it was all Mel Brooks movies. I know you hated Spaceballs and you weren't a fan.
No. Spaceballs is the exception to the rule for Mel Brooks for me.
Okay,
I freaking love
Okay.
Mel Brooks. Like,
Yeah.
Spaceballs. It's only because of what it is. It's based off two of the greatest sci-fi movies of all time. That's why I hate it. But freaking, he's coming. The new sheriff is coming. He says he's strong. No, he's brave. Hey,
where's
all
all the white women at?
Like I fucking love that movie. Like
Blazing Saddles is one of the movies where just everything about it, is just completely over the top.
I
Makes
mean,
it great is when you realize that movie, even though Mel Brooks wrote it, is the knowledge that he wrote it with Richard Pryor.
Yep.
Richard Pryor was supposed to play the sheriff.
Thank God he didn't, honestly.
But they were scared of having Richard Pryor's name on it because then it was going to be considered blue, and they were worried about the rating it was going to get and everything else. And Richard, being the gentleman that he was, stepped back and said, "Hey, we'll have this guy play it." And Gene obviously was still in it, because they were a team on pretty much all of their movies. And it was just one of the movies that between Madeline Kahn and Gene Wilder and just so many people, man, that it's still a fall down funny movie to me. Like, but that's again, you got to open it or you got to watch it with the mind of it's just a movie. You can't be a pussy about it.
It's an amazing movie. It's a fucking phenomenal movie. I mean, even the ending where like they race up into the Hollywood's set is fucking priceless. Like and I mean, fucking Gene Wilder. It's Gene Wilder in one of his greatest roles. Like it's better than Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory to me for Gene Wilder. So
there's so many better Gene Wilder roles than Willy Wonka to me.
I mean there is, but I honestly think Johnny Depp did a better job as Willy Wonka than he did. But that's me.
So my number 5, Blazing Saddles. Number 4.
What's funny is that almost made my list. I almost put the Charlie and Chocolate Factory from 2005 in my list because I love Johnny Depp in that role. I think he did such a
I haven't seen the whole movie with Johnny Depp. I've seen like bits and pieces of it.
See watch the whole. I mean, I think Marilyn Manson.
It's on my list of movies to watch.
I think Marilyn Manson should have got that role, but I think he would have done a phenomenal. He would have done an even creepier job than Johnny Depp did. But it was. I love that movie, but it's not on my list. My number 4. The rest of my movies are actually, you might be surprised by more of them on my list. But my number 4 is a 70s movie, 100%. Actually, my number 4 and 3 are, but my number 4 and 3 are two of my dad's favorite movies, and he turned me on to them at a young age, and I freaking fell in love with them. My number 4 is Animal House.
Animal House.
Louie, baby. Louie. Like I love Animal House. Like
Animal
it's
House
a perfect. I couldn't wait for college once I saw that movie. Freaking John Belushi.
The original National Lampoon's movie.
Yep. I mean, John Belushi, the actor who played freaking Flounder, and so many good actors. The Dean. Like I love Futurama's version of it. I love so many things about Animal House. It's just such a good movie. Like there's everything about it is perfect.
Yeah, it is a great movie.
Look at me. I'm a zit. Get it? Like it's just classic. So many lines that are freaking classic in that movie. I love Animal House. Like it's just when he sleeps with the freaking chief of police's wife and everything. Like it's just fucking phenomenal. I love it. It's such a classic. I couldn't leave it off my list.
Yeah, no, it's a great movie. I haven't seen it a ton of times. I think I've only seen it a couple of times. But yeah,
Oh
I
God,
can see that.
I used to watch it. I believe I have it on DVD still. I could be wrong about that. Actually, no, I do because my dad had it on DVD and he gave it to me. So I have it on DVD. It's just such a phenomenal movie. I probably have seen it 100 times. It's and number three as well, but it's just one of the best movies ever made. Like it's just so phenomenal.
Number 4 for me, you mentioned Charlie Sheen earlier. It is a Charlie Sheen movie from 1986.
Oh, I hope it's one I'm thinking it is.
It's one of the movies that, you're never going to call it one of the greatest movies ever, but it's just one of them movies. There's just something about it that it's just a fun movie to watch. It's The Wraith.
The what?
The Wraith.
I've never heard of it.
It's the one about so the original character dies and he comes back as a wraith, and he has a car. They drag race basically, and then he uses the car to kill all the people who killed him.
It's on my watch list. I never freaking heard of it.
Yeah. So it's one of the movies that it has great music. It has that 80s vibe. It has that one of a kind car. It was a car that Dodge was actually going to come out with, but they discovered that the stability systems on it were not great. So that there were issues with the body style that were going to make it unstable at high speeds. So, the car is famous for being from this movie, but they never actually really produced more of them. So I think there's four of the cars that are still, the 4 cars from the movie are still floating around. They're collector's items, and they sell for, when they sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
I never heard of it. I never heard of it. Never seen it, but I want to see it as if it's Charlie Sheen. So
So the kid who dies in the beginning is a different one. When he comes back, Charlie Sheen portrays him as when he comes back, and it's a young Charlie Sheen. Like Charlie's like really really young in this one.
Oh, it's it's early 80s Charlie Sheen. So yeah.
So he basically plays this vengeful ghost who uses this haunted supercar to hunt down and kill the people who killed him. So
is it like a freaking ripoff of Christine or
no? It is a car movie, but not in the sense of like the Fast and Furious or anything like that.
No, it's like Christine. It's a haunted car that kills people.
Well, but the car is not like the ghost itself. Like Charlie's the wraith, and he just uses the car as
well. That's Chris. Yeah. If you haven't seen Christine, that's Christine. But
yeah, but Christine is a haunted car. The car is just like Anyways, you'll have to watch it to understand. But that's my number 4. So number 3. What do you got at number 3?
But number 3 for me. Number 3 for me is another 70s movie I freaking love. One of my dad's favorite movies. So many good actors in it. Caddyshack.
Yeah.
Dangerfield, Chevy Chase, the guy who plays the judge, I can't think of his name ever.
Ted Knight.
Ted Knight. The guy who plays the caddy, I can't think of his name ever either.
So the guy who played the caddy went on to play about 314 different roles on Law and Order.
Yeah.
Like he's been on Law and Order times.
I mean,
he was also in The Wire. He was part of the TV series The Wire.
And we can't forget Bill Murray and his brother,
Chevy Chase, and
it's
a loaded cast.
Caddyshack is just one of the best movies ever made. It's hilarious. Every scene leaves you laughing, and there literally has never been a better movie made, in my opinion. Like, it's not my top 2 for other reasons, but Caddyshack is one of the greatest movies ever made. I freaking love it. So it had to make the list. I've seen it more times than I can count.
I waffled between Caddyshack and Back to School. I went with Back to School because I've seen Back to School more than I've seen Caddyshack.
Yeah.
But I think it's mainly because I own a copy of Back to School to watch and not a copy of Caddyshack. So
I own Caddyshack on DVD. You better believe it. And I bought it on Amazon Prime because I wanted to be able to rewatch it whenever I wanted to.
So I definitely agree with Caddyshack, and like I said, I waffled between Back to School and Caddyshack.
And it's a Kenny Loggins masterpiece. So come on now.
Yes.
I'm all right. And the gopher. I mean, the fucking gopher is hilarious. And
you got to
it's
remember,
history.
too, Bill Murray improvised the
everything.
majority
Yeah.
of his lines. Like they literally just said, "This is what we want you to do," and he just come up with.
Speaking of people I hate, I did Caddyshack on Evening at the Movies with Casey, and it was one of the movies I did with him, and him and Amanda I did that one with, and I everything that Bill Murray like does, like his little one-liners and everything he does is perfect, and it's just amazing. Everything about it is amazing. Some great nudity in it, and and it's the only time you'll ever see Chevy Chase and Bill Murray in a scene together.
Yeah, so I agree with that one. Number 3 for me, I know this is a movie, again, from 1986. Very love-hate. I've never in my life, of all my years of talking about this movie, I've never heard someone say, it's an okay movie. The reaction has either been, that movie's fucking incredible, or the other reaction is, God, fuck, I hate that goddamn movie.
I'm curious.
So number 3 for me is the movie Labyrinth.
I watched it for the first time about 6 months ago.
So
I will honestly be the first person you ever hear say this. It's okay. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. I mean, David Bowie as Aaron from Yaha podcast says all the time, the cop piece is its own character. But I mean, I watched it for the first. Lisa brought it on for whatever year it came out. Lisa brought it on for that rotisserie cinema.
Yeah, it was 1986.
Yeah, Lisa brought it on for that rotisserie cinema. It wasn't available on streaming until recently, so I watched it within the last 6 months. Actually, yeah, my baby was born at that point, so I watched it with her, and I think she had a crush on David Bowie. But
nice.
It's and I mean, I love David Bowie as a musician, so I never seen him act in any role. But that movie it's
a weird movie.
I'm not gonna. I mean, no, it's right up my alley. I love fantasy. I love like weird worlds and movies, and it was a weird movie, 100%. But I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. It was okay. I could definitely watch it again and probably pick up things I didn't pick up the first time, but it was okay. I'm not gonna say I loved it. I'm not gonna say I hated it. It's not. It's definitely just an okay movie in my opinion. But it was fun. It was a fun movie to watch. I only seen it once, but it was a fun movie to watch.
Yeah, I love it just because I love saying the pit of eternal stench.
Yeah, I mean, whoever voiced the character that helped out the girl the whole time. Like, I like him. I like that actor. And then David Bowie's scenes were fucking weird, but it's David Bowie, so what do you expect?
I'm not sure who.
I couldn't tell you. I honestly don't know who it is, but it was an interesting movie. I'll give it that, and I would watch it again, not anytime soon, but I would watch it again. I mean, I have 30-something sex horror movies to watch coming soon, but actually, you'll be happy to hear this. I finally finished the movies for the Asylum bracket coming up, so I can actually go on to the sex horror movies bracket and start watching movies.
Nice. So Warwick Davis played one of the goblins.
Oh, well, I mean, Warwick Davis is a fucking god, so.
But the majority of the voiceovers was done by Jim Henson people.
Well, that makes sense. That makes sense.
It was the Henson people.
Yeah, I mean, but
that's what makes it great is the Henson characters are,
I mean, Warwick Davis is. I love Willow. I love Harry Potter. So Warwick Davis to me is an amazing actor.
Yeah, he's a national treasure. He really is. I mean,
he is. I mean, he's done so many amazing roles in movies.
But Labyrinth is just one of the movies that I think my affinity for it comes from when I was placed in foster care. The very first foster home I was in, she ran a daycare during the day. So the days when we were in school wasn't a big deal. But the days we had off, when she was running the daycare, we were not allowed to be upstairs by ourselves. We had to be downstairs where the adults were.
Yeah.
Now, she had a laser disc player. She didn't have a VCR. She had a laser disc player. She had 3 laser discs. So we watched these 3 movies over and over. One was The Last Starfighter. One was The Muppets Take Manhattan. And the third one was Labyrinth. So I watched Labyrinth, God, probably just 325 times because we were forced to be downstairs where the kids were, and you kind of just couldn't get away from it, really, because you had like small little area where they ate their lunch, and you had the kitchen area, and then you had the other big room where, everybody kind of played and all of that, and the TV was. So yeah, I didn't have a choice. So I kind of got an affinity for it from the fact that I was forced to watch it, like, hundreds of times, because that's what the kids watched.
Yep.
So, anyways, number 2. What do you got?
My number 2 is, I told you I love musicals, so my number 2 is simple. Moulin Rouge. Ewan McGregor, Nicole Kidman, John Leguizamo, whoever played the Duke and whoever played the ringmaster of it all. Like, it was just it was one of my mom's favorite movies. She got me into it. I freaking love it. It's one of the greatest movies ever made. Like, it's one of the greatest musicals ever made. The songs are all mixed up with classic rock songs, so it's fucking incredible. Like, that's my number 2.
Nice. Number 2 for me, 2005. My favorite Ryan Reynolds movie. Another cast that's just incredible. It's the movie Waiting. Luis Guzman, Ryan Reynolds, Justin Long, Andy.
I know where you're going.
Yeah, it was, it's just a laundry list of hilarious running jokes, and the ending of it, the twist at the end is the greatest. Yep. It's too bad. It's the only movie I've ever been in that I enjoyed. So that's number 2. Number 1. What do you got at number 1?
My number 1, and this kind of can go for the whole series, but number 1, I picked one in particular: Star Wars: Revenge of the Sith. I know you don't like space movies. I know you're not a fan, but Star Wars is one of the greatest freaking series ever made. It's one of the greatest
I've never seen
IP.
It. It's not that I know. I've just never seen it.
I know you haven't, but Star Wars is one of the greatest IPs ever made. The 9 movies, 2 standalone movies, and all the TV shows they've done since then. It's one of the greatest IPs ever made, in my opinion, and in a lot of people's opinions. Revenge of the Sith is the catalyst and the penultimate movie for all that. It's one of the most well-done movies in acting. Hayden Christensen, Ewan McGregor, the guy who plays Palpatine, even Samuel Jackson, and Yoda, like the guy who voices Yoda, like, they're all. Revenge of the Sith is amazing. It's one of the best fucking movies ever made. I watch reels from it on a daily basis. I fucking love that movie. It's just, I never can get tired of watching it. It's the ultimate space opera.
Yeah. Number 1 for me, anybody who knows me is not going to be shocked at all by this. My number 1, 1986. It's Iron
Warriors.
Iron Eagle.
I knew you were going to go there, but I had to
Iron
bring up
Eagle
Warriors.
Is a movie. I don't know what it is about Iron Eagle. I watch that movie 4 to 5 times a year. It's cheesy. It's stupid. It's completely unrealistic.
Yes, it's unrealistic, but I don't think it's cheesy. I don't think it's stupid. I watched it because you put in that on on Rotisserie Cinema. It's a good movie. Iron Eagle is a good movie.
It's just fun. It's got the black dude from Revenge of the Nerds. It's got all the other people that had little roles and other stuff. And it's just one of the movies, man. The music is one of the things that make it great. It has, to me, probably the greatest musical soundtrack of all time. Queen and King Cobra and fucking just so many fucking killer songs.
It's an amazing movie. I really agree with you. It's a good movie. Rewatchable? Yeah. I don't know. I've only seen it once, but it's a really good movie.
That's the thing. Like, I know 99% of people are not going to call that rewatchable. It's a movie. I've seen this movie probably more than all the other movies combined. I've literally watched this movie 4 to 5 times a year, every year since it came out. So I've seen this movie thousands of times, probably. So
it's a good movie. I'm not gonna deny you that. It's a great movie. The storyline is freaking epic.
Yeah.
It's rewatchable? No, but not to me. But right. I watched it once, and I don't regret you for. I don't hate you for making me watch it. I thank you for that, because it was a good movie. But it's so I agree with you.
So we need to wrap this up. This gentleman has fatherly duties. Where do they find you, man? And give any parting shots you want to throw in there.
There are so many movies that could have brought up in this. I could have brought so many more movies into this. So
we could have easily done a top 30 for this. Truthfully,
my wife would have killed me, but yes, we would have had to do that one during the day at some point. But
I know, that's what I'm saying. It's just was one of them things. It was last minute. So
but you can find me on Paranormally Normal or Maniacal Music Musings or The Asylum with Harley and Joker. 3 great podcasts. I'm a founding member of the New England Podcaster Group. You can find me on Facebook as Squatchy Largefoot. You can find me on X and the Gram as that Juggalo Bastard. And you can find me on YouTube as any of the podcast names. Just look them up. But thank you, buddy. Always glad to do a podcast with you, and I'm looking forward to Monday. I'm looking forward to next week when we do conspiracy theories.
yes, we will be back. We're gonna drop this episode, and then I got one with Harley tomorrow. We're gonna do the top 90s jams, those songs from the 90s that just make it crank the radio up. And then following episode, we will be doing top 10 conspiracy theories. But with all that said, as always, be well, treat each other with kindness. Remember that music heals.